Hey guys! Today we'll be speaking English because I want everyone to watch it and understand this video.
This is a video that's important to Kazuki, ne?
Important to everyone, I think.
Well, yeah, but it was your idea, I mean.
Yeah, it was my idea, yeah.
So, what's the topic?
Yeah, so today we'll be talking about racism. Yeah.
And more specifically?
Racism toward Asian people, I guess. But maybe racism in general.
I guess racism in general.
Yeah.
So because this is something, that mostly concerns, Asian people and hate towards Asian people, I'm going to be asking questions mostly and he's going to be providing the information. So, tell me, why did you feel like you wanted to make this video?
Yeah, it's just because of one leaked video. It was it was filmed 2 years ago. I think most of Japanese people know that, there was a soccer tour 2 years ago in Japan, and two French soccer players, they were staying in a hotel, and they said something really racist towards people who were working in the hotel, and and we were pretty pissed. Yeah.
But this video only came out now?
Yeah, it seems like, yeah.
Okay, so now people are getting upset about it, right? Honestly, this video, it's not that popular among, I guess, people in Belgium. And the news isn't making a big deal out of it here, which is kind of part of the problem, right?
Yeah, only if you are a big fan of Barcelona or big fan of soccer, then you might know, but, in general, not really. Yeah.
Right. So, what kind of things did they say? What was the...
So, I don't understand French, but you saw the video, right?
Yeah.
They're just saying, all their dirty faces. I don't know, how bad, how exactly bad it is,
Right, because it was French.
Because it was whole in French, so...
Yeah. My French isn't the greatest, but I understand enough to know that, bad words were used. And, I've seen, the written version of what they said. And it's, it's just... It's not nice.
Yeah, and it's not really getting famous in Europe either.
I think that's what I have a problem with. It's the fact that nobody's talking about it, and everyone that knows about it seems to act as if it's not a big deal, as if what they said wasn't a bad thing at all. And I think that's where the problem lies.
I guess, it's what happened between Japanese people and the French players from Spanish soccer club team, so... I feel like Belgium doesn't have to pick it up.
Maybe.
But you guys do pick up Black Lives Matter or something racism happened towards black people. That's how I feel. Let's say.
I definitely agree that Stop Asian Hate, which is the Asian kind of anti-racist slogan, it gets a lot less attention than Black Lives Matter, but I also think that Black Lives Matter is ridiculously important. Yeah. And I honestly wish it was talked about more as well, because it's, I don't know, they're both things that people still don't pay enough attention to. But in this video, we're talking mostly about, Stop Asian Hate, because, literally, I don't know, around me, most people don't even know it's a thing, I think. So after this happened, right, people were angry.
Yeah.
And so, did anything happen? Did they apologize?
Yeah, they apologized, but that's what made us even more pissed. Because there were two soccer players, one is white, one is black. And the black Dembele, the black guy said, I didn't mean to hurt you. Or, I would say the same thing, if I were in Korea, in China, or, in any other countries, I would say the same thing. So I'm not racist, but that's so you're racist towards all other races. Yeah, that really pissed me off. And the Griezmann, the white guy said he said I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. So that if is not necessarily, I think, you wrote this message because you hurt other people and you know that you hurt. That's why you're writing. And why would you say if? That's a really nice gesture, I guess. And for me, the biggest thing is just they wrote it in French. They wrote everything in French. If you want to apologize, if I were you, I would have written in English or in Japanese. If you don't understand English or Japanese, then I would hire someone to translate it for you. So, but they didn't do it. That's really unconsiderate. of them, I think. They just want to protect their image in France or in, like, I don't know.
With the local fans.
Yeah, that's how I feel. But I don't know. I know French people don't like English, and of course they don't understand Japanese. I get it. But if you think a little bit deeper, and if you really sincerely want to apologize, that kind of action would happen, in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. As much as I'm allowed to have an opinion, I agree on this.
Yeah.
I think it just goes to show how little they care about the whole situation. Like what I see in, that apology you just said, and I see this around me all the time, and it frustrates me.
Okay.
Is that people in general, especially white people, but people in general are scared of the word racist. Mm-hmm. They don't want to be called racist.
Yeah.
So whenever something happens, people are so quick to say, oh, but I'm not racist. If someone calls someone out, like, oh, what you did there, hey, that's racist. They'll be like, oh, no, but I'm not racist.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I hear people around me say they're not racist so often that it's kind of weird. The whole point is that racist is not necessarily something you are, or that's not how you should see it. It's more like what you said, this little thing you did, or this little thing you said, this was racist.
Yeah.
We're not saying you are racist, you are the devil. We're just saying this thing you did was racist. And I think it would be a lot healthier and nicer if, for example, those soccer players would admit to it and say like, oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What I did was racist.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to hurt anyone, but I realized that I did. That was racist.
Yeah.
It won't happen again.
Yeah.
That,
Like everyone makes mistake,
Right.
And if you say one racist comment, it doesn't make you it doesn't make you a racist person forever.
Right. And it's also like, I don't know what you said. One of them said he didn't mean it like...
He didn't mean it, yeah.
He didn't mean it in a racist way, right?
I think so.
Well, which is, good for you. You didn't mean it in a racist
I believe
way.
You, yeah.
But it still was perceived as racist by a lot of people.
Yeah.
So you still need to apologize.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. You have to listen and not just go in defense mode, I think.
The more important thing is like how your message well received rather than what your intentions are.
I think if someone calls you out on doing something racist, you have to stop talking and listen to what they have to say and understand where they're coming from.
It's not just like towards racism, it's just like normal communication
right
system,
Yeah, don't go in defense.
Yeah, if you don't mean to, but like if you accidentally hurt anyone, then then you should apologize. We should apologize.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
But so you got quite upset about this topic, and racism in general towards Asian people is sometimes hard to talk about.
Yes, I just feel like it doesn't have as much attention as Black Lives Matter, or it just really decided. Yeah. So
how about you? Because you've spent some time abroad. You were born and raised in Japan, but you spent time in New Zealand, and now you live in Belgium. So have you experienced racism?
So that makes it difficult for me to speak up for racism, because personally, I think I'm really lucky. For someone who's been living abroad for this long. I've got only one or two, if I include the small stuff, racism stuff happened to me.
Yeah, but still, the things you've told me are not nice.
Yeah, when I was in New Zealand, there's always one house I had to pass through to go to school. And every time there was someone from the house saw me, they just shout go back to your country. And one time they were having barbecue, and there was a little boy, I think he was 4 or 5, and he saw me, he shouted at me go back to your fucking country. He was only 5, and that hurt me, yeah.
Of course.
But other than that...
You were a high school student.
I was 16, yeah. I mean, I was quite lucky, because at the time I didn't really understand how bad it is. So I knew fucking is
a bad word.
Yeah, it's not a nice word, but like, my friends said it anyway, so I'm like, oh yeah, fucking.
Your English wasn't good enough to understand how bad it was.
Yeah.
Right.
My English wasn't good enough to, to make me hurt. So
Right.
that was kind of lucky, I guess.
Yeah, but I think, it's because you grew up in Japan mostly, so, there's a lot of Asian people all around the world. For example, Asian people growing up in Belgium, I think they must face racism all the time.
My friend from the language school, she's originally Vietnamese, but she's been living here for like 11 years. And she went to local school in Belgium, but she got bullied because of her look. Yeah, like everyone tries to like mock her, and they just thought she would speak Chinese, and I don't know, like it's not necessarily racism calling someone Chinese, but like even though she said I'm not Chinese, they just kept saying, you are Chinese, ni hao ma, something like that.
That's one of those things. That's one of those things that like people around me will make jokes like that and be like, ching chang chong, whatever. But then they'll say like, oh, but I'm not racist. And it's like, I understand that you're not hating on Japanese people or Chinese people. I know you don't mean it that way, but think a little deeper. Like, it's not, just don't.
I'm totally okay with people, like, getting confused me as a Korean person, because I often get that. And it's okay. But, like, if you keep talking, if you repeat.
Right. It's the repeated jokes that are lighthearted and funny. I don't know. It's just don't.
Yeah.
And okay, those are like light examples, but
my mine was pretty light. I didn't get hurt or anything, so like physically.
But like the statistics show that people with Asian names or with African names or Indian names, whatever, if you don't have a white name, you're less likely to get invited on a job interview.
In Belgium or
most Western countries, probably. It's things like that. You can't deny that racism exists, and I think people should be conscious of it.
Yeah. Like, it's still difficult for me to imagine, like, so many people are hurt. Because, like, personally, I just live in Belgium, and I go to city every day, to my school, and people are nice,
Yeah. But that shouldn't be a worry.
No. But, like, we shouldn't be naive to say it doesn't exist. Because some Japanese people really think it doesn't exist. But it does. Yeah.
Well, I think maybe Japanese people living in Japan, it's hard to imagine because, it's Japan.
Because we are not, like, active racism. We are more like passive racism. So.
Oh, you mean Japanese people being racist to non-Japanese people?
I guess so. Yeah, of course we do. Like, we just subconsciously. We're not gonna talk about it, but.
No, but I have stories.
Yeah.
Not about me personally. I just have a lot of privilege. Yeah. But yeah. But that's for another video. So then, what do you want to accomplish with this video? What's your message?
My message mostly like racism toward Black people, Asian people doesn't matter. It should get more attention, and it should be completely gone. But I know it's pretty much impossible. But like if you see this video, and I don't know, as Ulrika said, everyone could be racist. If you accidentally hurt someone else's feelings, and I wouldn't say it's okay, but like everyone makes mistake. So the important thing is like if you hurt someone else, then just admit your mistake and say sorry. And if someone around you said something like racist, don't immediately come to the conclusion that they are racist. They just if your friend says something racist, just let them know like what you say is not very nice. You should think about it. But it doesn't mean you are racist. So you can always take it back, by saying sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what, the world should going toward.
I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so to bring it back to the, the soccer event, because that's what sparked this video. What would you like for them to do?
I don't know. I don't want them to get fired or anything because it doesn't make me any happier. But they should get some, I don't know, penalties, okay, so that we can show it's really not okay.
Right.
But what we need is more compassion than just hate toward people who are who say something racist.
I think it would be nice for the 2 soccer players who did the thing, for them to really understand it a little better.
Yeah, I just want them to learn from this. And Dembele was then the black guy was supporting Black Lives Matter, and I think that's really good.
We should all support it.
They have a lot of influence, and they support it. It's a good thing. Then don't do double standard.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
that's
all.
very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you support Black Lives Matter, you should support Stop Asian Hate.
Yeah. So it should be all lives matter. So.
I wouldn't say that because All Lives Matter is a movement from white people saying white people.
But sure, but but like the concept of All Lives Matter is good. That's not a problem with white people. I think you have like too much white guilt, so that you guys cannot go toward where everyone should go because of the white guilt. And that's not nice, I think.
No, what I mean is, I don't want to say all lives matter because, sure, all lives matter. But the problem is, in the world as we live in today, not all lives are mattering. And that's why the problem is, right now, only the white lives are mattering. So saying all lives matter from a white perspective is not really something we should say.
No, I just want them to learn from this incident and, play good soccer and give children dreams, because they can do it, they have influence, and I respect that. So,
yeah. And it's good for them to support the things that matter.
Yeah. So now they did something bad, now they can show how people can change. So, and they have influence. So that's really important.
I think so.
It's not what happens that matters the most, but that's what matters more is how you're gonna live from now on, what you're gonna do from now on.
Yeah, don't ignore it. Don't pretend everything's fine.
Yeah, and for Japanese people, stop hating them. That's not gonna help you. I'm pissed. I know you are pissed. We are all pissed. I get it. But, hate generates only hate.
As the very wise William one day said, hate only generates hate.
Din. Din, 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 din.
We quote that so often.
It's so true.
It is true. Let's support everyone.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. Just be nice to people around you, no matter what color they are.
Yeah.
Okay? And see you next time.
See you next time.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.